G'day folks, and welcome back to the channel for part number 22 of my Beginner's Fire Pets Cabalist playthrough. Last episode we got up to this rift here in the Ugdall, and this episode we are going to continue and find Barrowholm, and depending on how we go for time, we'll probably get through to Malmouth as well. Maybe, we'll see. Right, with that said, let's get into it. I am looking forward to getting into Malmouth. That will be fun. Let's go ahead and push through here. Now, continuing from last episode, I am also looking... Whoop, let's not get killed. I'm looking for the Undergrowth, because I don't think I did that one in the last episode, but just in case, I'm going to do it again. I could just go and watch the previous episode, but I'll be honest, I'm just going to do it again. I'm pretty sure, actually, this is the first place it can be, and we are revealing the map, so I'm pretty sure I haven't already done it. This is the problem with having two characters in approximately the same location in the story and trying to make videos on it, is I kind of forget exactly where I'm up to. But that's fine, let's go in here. Now, I've mentioned before that this is probably... maybe not my exactly least favorite area in the game, but it's definitely low on my list of places I want to be. Having said that, always fun when you get the hero plants. Albrecht's Duality, nice ring for anyone who wishes to see it. That's what it does. Chaos to Aether, and an Aether Blaze proc. We will not obviously be using it on this character. There's the reason I hate this place so much. This little plant. So I just got stuck on it right there. I'm sure it's going to happen again just here. I don't know, the tentacle weed things are not there. That's fine. Definitely want the Exalted Stash, although we got a blueprint instead of a blue item, which is not a horrible thing. The Maw of Despair, a helmet that is definitely not for this build. How many Ugdall blooms have I found? One. I actually expected I would have found a... well, there's another one. I expected I would have found a couple extras considering how many plants and how many of the tree golems I'd actually killed. Anyway, that's fine. We'll get a few more in here. And most of this stuff is actually going to be dead on the way out, because I have been taking it decently slowly and actually clearing the area, which I don't normally do. Because actually, I think the faster way to get out is to just rift back to the Ugdall. Alright, a couple of heroes here. They're, you don't normally get them there. Wendigo main leggings, I believe, is a vitality caster type pants. Let's have a look at them. Vitality bleeding. Yeah, they'd be pretty good for a vitality caster. Does anyone know someone who's playing a Vitality caster at the moment? Maybe they would like those pants. Actually, what level are they? We got to be getting... yeah, level 84, so these are mythical. This is kind of... if you were using those on a final build, level 84 is as high as it gets. So we're getting level 84 legendaries, which means we can get some decently good items. And once you start getting the level 84 legendaries, it's probably worth keeping them if you're at all interested. Whoop, let's not get killed. If you're at all interested in playing a second character, you may wish... well, that's definitely not good. Let's just back off here for a second. Alright, let's try that again. Okay, the easiest way to do this is actually order all your pets to come and stand right in front of Sylvarria, and then they should finish her off relatively quickly. I think the problem I had there was that I was not telling them to all get really close, so they were standing back here and probably shooting arrows into various vines and such, and so reducing my damage. And then, of course, I got sundered because I was waffling and not paying attention. Alright, let's get out of here. I know I said I'd cleared the way out to make it a little easier, but this is my preferred way to get out of there, is to just teleport out so I don't have to deal with it. It was almost quite embarrassing dying to Sylvarria. I think I would have to uninstall and delete my channel at that point. We did also pick up the Golemborn Greaves, which are kind of decent if you're playing a... hang on a sec. Oh yeah, it was 200 armor. I was thinking these had a ward on them for some reason. These are pretty good, and I may end up swapping them in. I don't think I need the vitality resistance, and so these having more base armor, percentage armor increase, physical resistance, I would lose 1% physical res. I would lose, or maybe gain some hit points actually. We are getting close to the point where I'm worried about health again. So yeah, I'm going to swap those in. Resistances are all still fine. Poison will be fine once I push that button. And Fizz Res, I think that was 17 with these boots on. Gain 200 health as well, so that's nice. And my run speed is 120, so I do want a Mark of the Traveler here. Doesn't look like I have one on me, so let's just go and rip that one off of the Wraithwalkers. The Golemborn Greaves here, they are pretty good as leveling boots, so if you do find them, they're definitely worth using. The Golemborn proc itself there does give you 200 armor in every single slot while it's active, so good defenses. They would just straight up add 200 to your average. Head and shoulders here are getting a little bit... let's just say that number is quite low, and same for the chest, considering that's the most often hit area. Level 90 for the elite stuff can't come soon enough. Alright, anyway, enough staring at that. Let's go back to nearly dying to plants. Alright, we don't need to go into the dwelling entrance here. Larria is not yet attackable. We do need the quest before we can kill her. I mean, warn her about the cannibal cult. That's actually what I meant to say. I promise I'm not just going to murder her out of hand. No, that's exactly what I'm doing. This belt, if I was planning on making a soldier, I would probably hang on to this belt. Level 84 is not the highest level of the base, but it is the second highest level of the base. And this has +1 to soldier skills, 10% extra armor, bunch of health, bunch of energy, and 3 good resistances on it. So I would absolutely hang on to this for future characters. I'm not really planning on giving that to them though, so I am going to sell it for this character. But that would be something to hang on to. I do get a lot of questions, and I see the same question a lot on the official forums and the Reddit, of people saying, you know, how do you know what to keep and what to throw away? And unfortunately the answer is just, I've played a lot of characters, and I know what I was looking for while I was playing those characters. And so you kind of just learn what affixes are important on what base items, and then three characters later you'll know that, hey, that's something I really wanted on that previous character and it was hard to find, so I'll hang on to that. So yeah, unfortunately the answer to what items do I keep is, or how do you know rather, is just play the game a ton and eventually you'll work it out. Generally speaking though, any rare resistance-based affixes on +1 to skill items is really good. Any amulet with +1 to a certain class is good if it has resistances as well. So belts and amulets, probably all I would hang on to if I'm being honest. Right, Ugdall. Do we need Ugdall? We don't. Are we going to go and get him anyway? Probably yes. Wraithbound bound wraith there. Those things are as rare as hen's teeth when you're looking for them. If you need a bound wraith, good luck. Okay, I'm not going to bother crafting that. I don't need to loot that badly. Just here for Ugdall, and actually I don't have a Wendigo soul on me either, so we're going to have to go back to town. Which actually, let's just go ahead and do that. Hopefully I have a Wendigo soul. We can vendor a bunch of stuff also while we're here. Definitely does hurt a little bit to be vendoring that belt. It is quite a good belt. And I think, where are we? Yep, Mr. Rare. Okay. So, Wendigo Soul, also Amala, I guess. We'll take our Tonic of Reshaping for sure. And we can just chuck it all in the bank, and maybe I'll use it one day. Okay, Wendigo Soul, I have 3 of them now. So I just happen to know that the Ugdall quest needs one of those, which is why I'm getting it. Having said that, it doesn't matter so much for this character, but you probably do want at least one character that can farm him, especially if you're planning on making a second pet character and it's going to be a ritualist. The Bound Wraith does drop from him. Where are we? Here we go. I already have the Wendigo Spirit. And RIP. Okay, level 80. And level 80 is kind of not really all that special, so... You would think level 80 would have some really cool stuff, but kind of not really. Level 94, I guess technically level 90 is the next kind of special level where you get some cool stuff. Level 90 is where we're going to get the elite faction items. At least the elite faction items that we are using, so the Lifebind investments. The helmet, I'm really looking forward to getting into Malmoth so as I can get another one, because I really need some extra armor on those things. What do we got here? Till Doom, the Time Warped. Okay, Enslaved Wraith is not what we're after here. And actually, we're pretty much done here, so as long as I'm not dying, we should push forwards. Already done Sylvarria. Let's see if this trap still works. No. Sometimes there's a chest here, and if you open it, a bunch of ghosts will spawn and attack you. Just checking if the trap is still there if you don't open the chest. Apparently the answer is no. Okay, so we made it to Barrowholm. Let's go ahead and grab the rift. And I am going to continue siding with the cannibals. They don't really have anything I'm super excited about buying from them. But if we side with them, we get a few extra quests and more XP, basically. So I'm going to do their quests for the XP. And we'll also have access to their shop, which, like I mentioned, there's nothing in there that I'm super excited about getting my hands on. But I think they have a vitality augment, which is decent, like vitality resistance augment. Right, so let's grab the quests here. Skov said you need some help to get lunch. I mean, rescue the people. So we're going to do that. Also, there's a... Is it this building? Yeah. I always forget about this one. It's really easy to get, and there's no need or no reason not to take 3,000 free XP. Granted, it's not exactly huge on the bar there. Okay, we can get through this relatively quickly. A lot of this stuff we don't need to kill. Having said that, you do want to be careful trying to rush through these things, because not having your skeletons all kind of focusing on the one guy spreads their damage out, and then you just don't kill things anymore. The days of just walking around and having everything melt around you are maybe not over, but it's not as easy, I guess, as it once was. Especially if you're using movement skills to skip past stuff. Yeah, it's not the walking simulator it once was, let's put it that way. If you've got all the procs going, and your skeletons can focus on, you know, a conga line of enemies as they walk around a wall, then yeah, you'll be deleting stuff. But if the damage is all spread out, if your procs aren't active because you're teleporting past stuff instead of attacking it, the damage can get a little bit thinned out, shall we say. Still getting through them decently quickly, but nothing like it was in Veteran. Also, levels sort of 70 to 80 is where Ultimate really kicks off. So we are going to be getting a whole bunch of extra damage out of the enemies, and they are going to last a little bit longer. Also, I am standing in the goop, which I don't love. do have 3 healing buttons, but I don't like having to use them for healing. Let's put it that way. Alright, you need to stop spitting goop at me. Checking the skeletons, they're all still alive. You know how skeletons are famously squishy? Well, once you get resistances for them, like every other pet, they become a lot less squishy. Okay, Basilisk Mark, no. I don't need the Venom Gaze Bile here because I already picked one up, but it's nice to know that they drop in here. Okay, I'm also looking for the treasure trove. I'm hoping it's here, mostly because I love loot. Now, I know I'm gonna find it kind of at some point in here, but I like getting it early. Let's not go ahead and get killed here. There it is. Not the belt, the treasure trove up here. So let's go ahead and blow that open. Means we'll eat that before I get a duplicate. And we did pick up a Manticore Eye. Nobody really cares about Manticore Eyes until they want to craft a specific relic, and they need 13 of them, and they have 2. And then suddenly, Manticore Eyes become very important, and they are quite rare. Turn the loot off. Getting a few items on the floor there, and I want to see my death coming, shall we say. Prismatic is also not bad for a prefix on a +1 skills belt. Mending, I mean, could be good, but probably not. And we're not playing a Death Knight, so unfortunately that's no good. Or we're not playing a pet Death Knight specifically. Okay, we do have the Devotion Shrine, which I'm probably going to activate. I do like loot, so there is that. Free dynamite's always good as well. And the loot in the walls. There we go. Okay, a bunch of rares. 3-2. I'll probably keep going with picking up the rares until I get to about maybe 5 million. Maybe. Probably don't need to go quite that crazy. Okay, more Coven reputation is good. Are we at 2? We are very close actually to Revered with them, which is good because we've got 10 levels to do it. Okay, Bone Scavenger Death Grips. These are really good. If you want to do Vitality Lost Souls, you will be wearing these gloves. So I'm actually not going to make this particular character into a Vitality Lost Souls build because I already have one of those. But these, at level 84, these are the gloves you would wear to do it. The important stats on these that you're looking for is that bonus to all pets there, the physical and acid converted to vitality. You want 100% on the physical, and you want as close to 60% as you can get on the acid. So these gloves are kind of mid, but they are the correct gloves. And if you want to do vitality pets, you will need a pair of these, and you will need 2 rings. You will have probably 6 or 7 pairs of these before you get 1 pair of the rings, so or 1 individual ring rather, and you need 2 of them. So finding these is not particularly exciting, but I mean, it is an item you would need if you wanted to do vitality pets. So that's fun. Don't put these on if they do drop. You'll be converting your damage away from fire. We are still a fire pets build, so chuck them in the bank for sure if you find one, but don't put them on. I know they look really good. They're going to convert your damage away from the damage that we are shredding resistances for. You will lose a lot of damage, actually, if you put those gloves on. So, worth hanging on to, absolutely. Vitality Pet Cabalist is relatively strong, so definitely worth keeping as an option. I have a video on the channel showing the difference between a Vitality offensively devotion spec'd Cabalist versus a Chaos fully defensively spec'd Cabalist. The Chaos one doesn't quite face tank the Ravager, but it's very close. And you will have to kind of disengage and run around a little bit, but mostly it can face tank the Ravager. At least the Ravager of Flesh. you're not going to be face tanking the other ones. So it's very strong defensively. It's also quite good offensively. The gap between the defensive and the offensive devotions is much reduced from what it used to be. And I'm getting less and less convinced that any option other than the defensive one is the way to go. Alright, so we're here with the Nax and Shade. Let's go ahead and beat him up. Let's bring the boys over to stand, preferably not in the goop. Oh, no, they're going to stand in the goop. Skellies are dying. Oh no. And after I just got done telling you all about how they don't die. To be fair though, the other pets were also taking a bit of a beating. So standing in goop, especially double aether pools, is not good for anybody's health, whether that's these pets or otherwise. Okay, I'm going to just have a quick look around here. I probably want to check this part on the way out. It has been quite a while since I missed one in here, but I do want to make sure that I got them all. See, missed a couple there. These ones would not fail the quest for me, but hey, that's a hero with some Scorch Rune legs, which I'm almost certainly not wearing. Level 82. That's a lot of armor, but it's not that big of an increase over the pants I'm currently wearing. It is a decent loss of resistances, and I'm not using the skills that it gives bonuses to, so not really interested. Okay, areas you want to check just to make sure you've killed everything. I can see with the bodies there that I've already checked that bit, but here, and this one especially, I usually check that one on the way in, but I'm going to walk over that area just in case on the way out. I'm 90% sure that I checked it on the way in, but I'm going to be 100% sure that I checked it on the way out. Yeah, there's bodies there. I definitely checked it. But there's often one of the quest crabs will be under the ground there, so make sure you check there. Probably a few basilisks or something here as well. Unfortunate that that Taskmaster's prefix was on a helmet. Okay. I think we got it all. I'm gonna say I've killed everything, and we're gonna continue on. And if we get back to town and I haven't killed everything, well, I guess I'll be coming back. So we kill the guaranteed quest item drop Leaf Mane Alpha here. And what do we got left? We gotta go rescue the lunch. And 2 more, about to be 1 more of these wards. Not bad, not bad. Getting through them. 1 more ward down this way, then we just have to find the second half of lunch, and we are basically done. I definitely don't need to be fighting these, so let's maybe just let the boys deal with them, and we will head back up this way. It gets me every time. I think there's a path through there, actually, but I'm kind of committed to going this way now. So we're going to go this way. It used to be that this area was semi-terrifying because Chupacabra would spawn through here. And actually, getting a little bit close to that, the end of the hated section. Unlock Nemesis in about, what's that, about 100 heroes of the beast type, plus whatever trash I happen to kill. So we might actually luck out and not have to deal with Kuba during the campaign. These guys do hit decently hard, and they do move decently fast as well, so definitely want to keep an eye on them. Try and stay out of melee. Cuirass of Kings. Of Kings is really good for a pet build, because when you get hit, it basically triggers an aura, which is really good for the pets. I think it's, is it attack speed or all speed? Total speed, there we go. So 120% all damage and 10% total speed for the pets. It's pretty good. Unfortunately, it didn't also come with +3 to raise skeletons, otherwise I would use it in a second. Okay, that is the second half of lunch organized. I guess we'll pop this. Oh, this is probably that chest I was talking about. Might be a second spawn location for it. Just going to stand back a little bit while the pets do all the work, and then not run into that. Okay, 2 blueprints, Aether Storm Sigil. This set is everywhere. Yeah, I think the Aether Storm set is like the Perdition set now. You'll get tons of them until you make a build that uses it, and then it won't exist. Okay, let's go turn this in. We'll find out if I got all the crabs. Phrasing, but also also accurate. So we'll talk to Old Mate out the front, and Old Mate's buddy, Tyvold Hallows, and Jordith Evelyn. This first guy here, Tyvold, is going to tell me if I've killed the crabs. I did indeed get them all, which is very nice. Honored with Barrowholm, you know what that means. The shop's not open yet. Okay, got to do their quest.
A blessed welcome.
Okay, where are the survivors? They're in the pot. What's the problem? Yep, we'll go deal with Larria. Give me my fetish. Okay, and I guess we'll go do Larria now, and then we can come back and check the shop. Hopefully I remember to check the shop and buy the writ before I turn the quest in. But knowing me, I probably won't. Anyway, we shall see. Larria is going to be decently challenging. We're only just above panic stations on HP. We have very large holes in our armor. Fizz resist is pretty good. And all of the other resistances are maxed, but the HP being this low is somewhat concerning. Especially considering all of the physique dump we've been doing. Anyhow, let's go ahead and kill Larria. Scorv sends his regards. And down she goes. Okay, so blueprint, we like. And then her MIs, she actually has 3, I believe. There's a Chill Strife, there's a, is it Storm Strife, and then Flame Strife, something like that. There's a Cold, a Fire, and a Lightning version, and they're pretty good. This one's not horrible. I'm not going to use it, of course, but it's not horrible. We need our weapon slot for the conversion to fire. I gotta admit, I don't know why I did that run. We're gonna rift out anyway. Alright, the shop should be there now. Not Miss Wheelie. We want this shop here, Ygritte. So Ygritte is the faction shop, which I want because I want the writ, or the merit. I forget which one is which. I think it's a writ is the one I want. This one. The Writ of Barrowholm. Give me that. Okay. We'll eat this, we'll eat this. Any more blueprints to eat? That looks like it might be it. Okay. Since I'm in the area, let's go ahead and get rid of all these items that have dropped. There we go. I know I just sold those gloves. I have no intentions of making this character into another Vitality caster, or sorry, another Vitality pets build. I definitely already have that, so I will show that at the end of the series. Whether or not this guy ends up dead, we'll see. Yes, absolutely, the pest is dead. Tell me more. Okay, Gathering the Hearts. So this is, I believe, the Honored quest. Maybe not. The next one might be the Honored quest. Regardless, this is the one that you usually don't get to pick up in Veteran. I could now go back to Veteran and do this quest, but honestly, I don't really care about the Barrowholm reputation. I am going to do this quest now, though, because XP. and also because this is a really, really good way to farm these metals. The Wendigo Gaze is the one we want, but they do have additional Wendigo metals. Let's just stay out of range of... Well, I was hoping to stay out of range of that. Apparently that didn't work. How many heroes is that all in one place? It's at least 2, maybe 3. Alright, pick it all up. So I am running through my usual farming route here. Not because this is particularly where I need to be, but just because habit at this point. Also, loot is really good. So once you get to level 80, you might consider doing a little bit of light farming. It's probably not worth it until you're around level 90 to actually do the farming, but I enjoy it regardless, and we are here for a quest boss. He's probably here, or I don't think he can spawn down there. I think it's over here, or up here. But hey, totem. Let's pick this up so I can see what's going on. None of this is looking particularly amazing. Let's maybe not get whacked to death by the plant that can't move. That would be embarrassing. Okay, Rift Warped Grasp. Words are hard. And the Avenger of Cairn. Now, that's actually a pretty good amulet. +1 to Soldier, some other stuff. The thing I looked at, though, was I saw 4% to maximum all resistances, and then an additional 4% to maximum Aether resistances. This is something you probably want to hang on to, even if you're not playing a Soldier. This is incredibly powerful defensively, because 8% to maximum Aether will take you from 20% damage taken from Aether damage to 12%. This is 40% less Aether damage taken, and then it's also 20% less everything else except physical damage taken. So this is actually quite good defensively. I'll probably forget that I have it in any situation where I might use it, but it is very good to hang on to that sort of thing. If you're planning on killing Lokar, that might be your amulet of choice. Okay, let's actually get to what I was here for. Enough farming totems. Looking on the map up here for stars, there it is. So there's Handaroth. We'll clear the area, and then we'll send the boys up north. Again, let's not die. Alright, Handaroth himself, not particularly threatening. He does have, well, he didn't drop it, but he does have a blue helmet, which can be quite good. And like I mentioned, all 3 of these will drop a Wendigo medal pretty much every time you kill them. Fate Weaver's Mantle is not horrible. Might actually be worth wearing this for a little bit. How's my skeleton levels looking? I could just put my next level up into this and then swap the chest out. I may... Never mind, that's the shoulders. You know what? I might just do that anyway. Aether and Vitality resistance are kind of under control. No, I would uncap my Aether for that. That's a bit of a bummer. Right, I'm actually done here. So next one we want to go looking for... I like to start at Barrowholm and work my way backwards for... I think it's Olivioth. Might be Uvaloth. I can never remember which one's which. I'll be honest, I'm shocked I remembered their names at all. But if we just run down here towards the witches, who I also need to rescue, we will probably find both of them in the same spot. Yep, there they are. So we're going to have to deal with all of this rubbish, and also Uvaloth. What level are those shoulders? 84. Okay. I'm going to hang on to those. I'm going to hang on to that amulet as well. And I've already got actually a pretty good Wendigo Gaze here. Again, it would uncap my Aether resistance to use it though, which is not great. And it is Olivioth. Okay. We can take care of him. There he goes. I'm interested to see if we're going to get any... There's the Wendigo medal. Again, the wrong type. But this is definitely the best way to get a good one of those. Right, let's shove them into a rift. And we've got one left to find. Now, the last guy is somewhat of an annoyance to find. Generally, actually I went to the wrong one. Usually I'll find him... Where are we? So from the Coven out here, he's usually in this area. So actually if we just go to the Coven and run that way, we'll probably find him. More damage is more better. And yes, I know, I'll be back. But fine, I'll do it now. So yeah, just coming straight out here. I should be doing the... No, you know what? It's fine. It's fine. I don't mind. We're going to ignore all this. We are not going to ignore this. Yes, we are. Well, I was hoping that I could get a flower out of that. Apparently not. Yeah, this spot, he's almost always here. There are other places he can spawn, but this is by far the most common. And down he goes. Am I going to get the helmet from him? So they each have a blue ammo. Oh, he's getting healed. Who did that? That was you, wasn't it? I didn't expect that to kill him. Don't get me wrong, I'll take it. But I was not expecting that to kill him. Alright, we lost a few skellies there. Okay, Incorruptible Wendigo Glare. Again, it's the wrong one, but it's also 3 kills and 3 medals. Okay, that's done. Let's go turn it in. And I'm actually not going to pick a Ravager. So I'm not going to spawn the Ravager, but I will turn this quest in. Now, you don't need to keep the hearts in your inventory for the hero Wendigos to keep spawning. You can turn it in, and they will keep spawning. The reason you might want to not turn this in, though, is because once you turn it in, they won't show up on your map with the star on the map. So if you complete this quest, they will still exist, they will still spawn every single time, but they will not show up on the map, so you'll actually have to see them on your screen before you can know that they're there. Let's eat that one. Did I have any other blueprints? Nope. Okay, quest turn in at the Coven. And a couple more quests to do as well. And it does look like we're not going to make it to Malmouth today, but we do have some extra stuff to do. Okay, take this, simple enough. So that is going to be... give her all the stuff that I already had. And dealt with that, and we'll go talk to the matron. Eldritch Fire level up, very nice. Okay. This is the wards that I was saying I should have done while I was running out there. Oh well, such is life. So we'll run up here, we've got 3 wards to get. And that means we have a hero ghost thing to kill. I don't really want to be tanking it. I'll let the pets do that. Bismil command rank up is definitely good. The other one is kind of down here-ish. I usually run directly down. Actually usually come across this way and have to hook back, but it's down here. It's fine. It'll show up on the map as a star. We'll go find it. There it is. Okay, maybe don't tank the crazy melee monsters. Leaf Mane Horn, okay. Yep, that's the Poison Ravenous Earth conversion item. For those of you wanting to play a Ravenous Earth Cabalist, you can do that. Okay, Coven's Refuge. The last ward is right here. So There's the last trapped wraith. And we are done. Okay. Time for a little bit of a ring event. So we'll go down here, talk to Matron What's-Her-Face. Molostria. It's done. How can I help? I will protect you. But before I protect you, next level, 2 points in skeletons. Let's begin the ritual. Alright, first couple of waves, not too bad. We can just burn through that. This one and the next one are a little bit more, I'm going to call them rippy. So, Stone Basilisk here is bugging out because he can't get to the one skeleton he's trying to attack. That's alright, I'll take it. Okay, none of that. Just a blueprint to eat by the looks of it. Impervious of the Wild is actually pretty good. That's a lot of poison, which we don't need, but it's also Pierce and Elemental, which is not bad. We would lose health, we would lose armor, but our pets would gain resistances. It's almost certainly not worth using, especially since we probably have maxed out... Where are we? Elemental... Yeah, Elemental's already maxed out anyway. Okay, I don't have any questions for you. Celestial Stone of Halakor. No good for us, but yeah, we could... 8% maximum lightning resistance. It might be worth hanging on to this to fight Mogdrogan, but I think by the time you're trying to fight Mogdrogan, you're gonna have the Lost Soul set, which has an amulet, so you wouldn't be able to use it anyway. Right. What have we got here? That is Forgotten Gods, that is the next quest, and that is a very long run. Alright, that is going to be the end of this episode, so next episode we will probably get Malmoth done. But yeah, that's going to be it for now, so thank you all very much for watching. I'll see you in the next one, and goodbye for now.